I think we're getting HE spammed by a Grozovoy.
It's okay, at least it's giving us some heat.
Welcome aboard the Grozovoy, the mini Smolensk. Let's take a look at how powerful she really is with Ripper.
In the waves she lurks, the ocean's healthy queen, with torpedoes armed, through silent storms unseen. In the deep she hides, her targets in sight, a ghost in the seas, a phantom in the fight. Ruler of the deep, silent and profound, in the art of war where her foes are bound. She strikes with grace, a force unseen, in the world of warships. She is the queen truly.
Get it? Look at the reload. Okay, watch his reload. All right, it's 2 seconds, right? Once we get Fearless Brawler, we get down to 1.8. We have almost every single reload buff possible, and we get the reload buff of Fearless Brawler. Here it is. Look at that, 1.8. Let's see how it goes. This is almost kind of like Druid-based reload here with 3 sets of guns. Look, it's just going to burn the world down. I mean, I've started so many fires with the Grozovoi. Holy crap. Look at that. I mean, what are you supposed to do? And 11.7 is not a very good range for battleships because the guns are just so wonky at 12-ish kilometers. Unless you have something like a Wisconsin or something, but everything else is just like, eh. I gotta take a picture of that. He gets so mad. Why are people so mean? This is just World of Warships. Yeah, look at the reload. Ridiculous. Did we just melt this guy? And he's done.
This is fine. I'm okay with the events that are unfolding currently.
Oh my gosh. That's 1.8 to 1.9 second reload. Ridiculous. Holy crap. Hey team, this is Rip here. You guys are doing fantastic today. Got a fun video with the Grozovoy. Yes, again, this ship is, I'm telling you, dominating. And the fact that I don't see many more of these things out there is really surprising because this ship literally is super powerful and almost game breaking. I'm telling you, like, I've literally just played the Grozovoy for the past few days nonstop, and I've gotten ridiculous amount of games. I've gotten a Kraken here and there. I've gotten a lot of 4-kill games you're going to see in the background here. I should have gotten Krakens in a majority of them, but the Krakens are luck of the draw. It's really just, are you just there at the right moment just to get 5 kills. But man, it seems very, very doable nowadays with the Grozovoy. I mean, it is super freaking powerful, and I'm telling you, I'm just showing off some of the gameplay of what it does. People getting pissed off at it. I think it literally is the mini Smolensk, and we'll take a look at it and analyze it some more. But as always, before we begin, like, subscribe, button below. Appreciate all the supporters of the channel. If you see value what we're doing here today, smash those buttons, leave a comment. Thanks for stopping by, and I hope you enjoy the show and get something out of it as well. So let's get right to it. At 4,000 subs, we're almost there. 4,000 subs, we're going to do a premium giveaway. Why not just give more doubloons out, right? I mean, let's have fun. I mean, YouTube, and thanks you guys have paid us, great, just do videos for fun, and it's a hobby of mine, and I would like to reward you guys. We'll do a drawing of 4,000 subs, but let's get right to it. Grozovoy. Man, freaking powerful since the buff has happened, and it really does show, and it's one of my favorite destroyers now. It is the mini Smolensk. I mean, this thing literally has great reload, great survivability, great speed, got every gimmick you can think of in the book for consumables, and the guns are accurate. They're big, 130 millimeter caliber. Look at this. First, what other? I mean, there's very few destroyers that have 130 millimeter caliber guns that go 950 meters per second. I basically got the best of both worlds of a 130 millimeter gun like a Kleber or something with 950 meters per second shell velocity like a Druid. Great fire chance, grid pen, 222 millimeter. The AP is amazing. It's got smoke, it's got engine boost, it's got heals, it's got DFA, it's got concealment, it's got, I mean, what more do you want? I mean, this thing has everything I want in a destroyer, and then some. The only difference, it doesn't have the radar, obviously, but that's a Smolensk. There's not many radar destroyers out there other than Gdansk and Smolensk, really, of the European line, and maybe Yoyang, but that's it. I mean, if this thing had if it had a radar or Hydra or something, it'd be wicked overpowered. Don't even want to get into it, but let's get right to this. That's our first engagement, Grozovoy. Finally, somebody's actually playing the Grozovoy. I see it once, but look at the guns, how they hit. I mean, just a couple shells here and there is really that devastating. We get slapped because everybody wants to fire at me for the same dang reason, but it dodges shells very well too because the speed is there. The speed of a destroyer is incredible in this thing, and you get the engine boost. You're going up to 44 knots with speed flag, and look at the accuracy of the guns. I feel so comfortable firing at literally about 10 kilometers, 12 kilometers, no big deal. It's easy. It's good to hit. As you'll see, two different builds I've got going. I got the short range build. I've got the long range build. Multiple different settings here, and then here is the bread and butter of what Grozovoy does. It's kind of got like that Haragumo feel, where you're literally just shooting cruisers and melting them from range. I mean, and you can again build this. The next videos you'll see gunboat builds, where full gunboat, where you're literally reaching out to 14 kilometers. And I mean, imagine being shot at from a Grozovoy 14 kilometers away. I can melt the crap out of this Buffalo, literally from 14 kilometers. Pretty dang incredible. Annapolis still firing us, so we got to keep an eye out on him, making sure he's not getting chip damage and significant hits on us. We got 25,650, as you can see, starting HP pool. And that is incredible for a destroyer to have that much health and 3 hills. That is incredible. And just look what we're going to do right here. We're at range. Most of the engagements I find are around this 12-kilometer range, so it depends on if you want to build for a long range or kind of the short-range gun build. Torpedoes reach out to 12. Guns reach out to 12. Everything you need in a destroyer. Long-lasting smoke. I mean, 1:40 plus. Awesome. Not bad at all. And let's see how we do. Again, how to win these engagements is really to be patient. Notice that my team is floundering at Charlie. There's literally like 7 ships over here or plus. So we're not going to mess with that. Right? And we got to just conserve our health. We're going to go out to maybe Bravo here and work the center point and just stay. I've noticed I survive a lot more, obviously, just common. It seems common sense, but not so common. Just stay near your team. You don't want to just go off solo. Sometimes I get caught doing that, but I find that you survive a lot better if you go where your team is, get support, and have at it. We got a torpedo hit right there. Again, random torpedo hits. That's what the great thing about the Grozovoy is. Those torpedoes reaching out to 12, a lot better than Daring's 10, right? So incredible what you can do in this thing. It is the multi-role fighter that I really do enjoy. I thought Daring had it all, man. This thing has it all. Very, very powerful. Now, if it had quick smokes, yeah, I would love it too. All right, watch how we're going to do against this Libertad right here. Again, the guns are amazing. The AP and the HE both do significant work depending upon what you want to do with this thing. Again, look at the reload now. With the buff, you're getting down to 2.8 second reload. I get Fearless Brawler and then the long-range gun build, and as you'll see later in the videos, man, oh man, we get like amazing reloads, and it's just a devastating thing. It's literally like a Smolensk kind of Khabarov-style gameplay with a little bit of gearing, daring kind of mentality, and it is incredible what you can do in this thing. You can also switch to AP on these broadside battleships too, because these guns are so freaking powerful, starting fires left and right, and then you can throttle juke in this thing so easily. Like I said, it's so nice and comfortable to throttle juke and throw up a lot of these shells, and it's pretty dang powerful and frustrating for battleships. There goes he goes down. Libertad didn't stand a chance right there. And now we're going to sit back and help Cap Bravo. We're going to turn the ship back around. It turns very great, by the way. I'm telling you, the maneuverability on this thing is awesome. I love the fact that it can accelerate, juke, throttle juke, and turn on a dime at very, very comfortable speeds and radiuses. So it's radii. And it's very, very good, and I like that. I want a maneuverable destroyer to be able to get in and get out of tough situations, and then just slide yourself into these like kind of sweet spots where you can just unload hell from great ranges. And we get hit right there. Don't worry, we'll damage con. Look, people firing us again. We'll throttle juke, throw off some shells. There's them throwing off right there. There's our enemy Grozovoi. We'll fire at him. We'll pop smoke. So you can decide how you want to engage these. We pop the smoke. We can go dark for a little bit. And look at these arcs on these guns. I mean, I'm telling you, it's so easy and comfortable to shoot, even at 9 to 10 kilometers. And look, we're going to get hits right there. Look at that. Hits right there, left and right. And we're just do work on the opposing our comrade Grozovoi there. Torpedoes are coming in. We got to keep an eye out on that. Again, always head on a swivel, making sure you look around as a destroyer. Don't just get complacent. There goes the Grozovoy. So basically, with him down, we pretty much can just run amok now and not have to worry about anything. Ooh, is this torpedo going to really hit? Holy crap. Look at that. And boom, there's our first kill. Splash 1, 53,000 damage. Now to take out the radar here. Annapolis sitting by the island, not a very good thing for him. Although he can radar us, his guns can't get to seem to be able to hit us and shoot at us fully. Well, actually, never mind. I take that back. He actually was able to clear that ridge line right there, but it's okay. We will survive. We've got to heal if we need to. His radar goes down. Now we're sitting inside the smoke. And now his back turrets can't really get to us because he's out in a weird angle and he's not able to get there. And there we go. We take out their radar. Splash 2, 64,000 damage. All right, here we go. Ohio time. This is how you get Krakens, basically. You're really just like picking off one by one, finding targets of opportunity, and then you start singling them out, especially with the Grozovoy's long-range capability. Its fire starting chance. Look at there's another fire. 2 fires right there. And the ability to just hit your target accurately, and also the key thing is surviving. If you don't survive, you can't do anything. You can't kill anybody. You can't do anything to your team if you're dead. So the ability to survive, pick your battles, get in and out, do all the things destroyers need to do is incredible on the Grozovoy, and I think that is exactly why I feel like it is one of the top destroyers now, especially this buff. And I literally took it for granted. I did not play the Grozovoy at all for the past year or so plus, and I was just like, why not? Why don't I ever see the Grozovoy? And then they buffed it, and they were like, I wonder why they buffed it. Maybe they want people to play it more. But man, oh man, look at that splash 3, 78,000. Again, that's how you're getting Krakens, okay? If you want to get a Kraken, literally just do this simple thing. Survive and then pick your battles. I mean, obviously survival is, like I said, common sense, but not so common. If you can't kill anybody if you're dead. But really, the name of the game is survivability. And I'm telling you, as a destroyer, I'm not the best player. We all make mistakes. That's the thing. No destroyer player is awesome or perfect, right? Flamu and all these other guys you see online, yeah, they're just like average, like you and me. They just happen to make some different decisions than we did, and everybody makes mistakes. Flamu, Flambass, Trendlight, everybody makes mistakes, and they admit it. I'll admit it. We all make mistakes, and that's why you need heals. You need survivability. You need the health points, and that what allows you to then make these long-term engagements like you're seeing right here at range or at certain particular moments where you then get the opportunities to then begin to blast ships one by one, and then eventually after over time you're like, oh, I killed one, I killed another, and then eventually adds up, and boom, all of a sudden you realize you got 4 kills. You're like, oh man, I can get a Kraken right now. So that's pretty much it. Gun reload, survivability, all amazing in the Grozovoy, and that's exactly why I think it makes getting Krakens really easy, honestly. But I mean, I've been getting a lot of steal kills here, so I really should have gotten a Kraken on a couple of these games, but I'll just count them as, hey, these should have been, but you know what, people, they got to share the wealth, right? And we're melting the Ohio here. Looks like he's not either secondary is focused at somebody else, but look what this thing can do. Just the HE on the superstructure, man, it's doing like 700 to 1,000 damage every time. And let's see if we can get this kill. 5,000 health right there. We're getting 1,800 damage right there. Look at that. And we get a fire, and that should have been our kill right there. Anyways, we're sharing the wealth, right? All right, let's go cap Charlie and see what we can have at it here. Who is left at Charlie? I don't think there's anybody left. Oh, it's just the submarine and the carrier now. So yeah, look at that. 3 kills. 117,000. That's how you win the game. I mean, holy crap. This thing literally is, I mean, getting Confederate. We got the efficiency tab there. 117,000, 3 kills. 14 fires. Think about that for a second. 14 fires. That's crazy, okay? Wild. 14 fires, top of the team right there. And, man, we were doing the bulk of the work right there. So let's take a look at another video and see how it goes. Okay, so I wanted to show off this engagement against the new USS Laffey, which I'm really excited to get, and I wanted to see how powerful it is. Now, I'm curious now how it's going, because lately I've seen a lot of Laffeys in the game. Maybe it's because it's new that not a lot of people are not understanding how to play it, but they've been dying a lot lately. So I don't know if it's because it's just new. There's a plethora of Laffeys out there right now. But man, oh man, I don't know. It seems kind of grayish area of survivability of the Laffey, even though it was touted as a very survivable ship. But let's take a look at it with this engagement with the Grozovoy here. I've got 17k health. He outspots me. He's got 17. So this is kind of comparable health pool right here. He gets the opening salvo on us. The problem is with the Laffey is don't use your burst fire too early, because if you miss and don't kill, you're stuck waiting for the reload. So I pop my smoke. He can pop his smoke too. He goes undetected. Nobody's spotting me. Now I'm trying to shoot the submarine here. We'll wait for this engagement. Let's see if I can kill the submarine real quick. Okay, so that's that kind of engagement. Laffey does the same thing where you just smoke up, go undetected, and leave the area, right? Okay, so he's right there in his smoke, blind firing. He's trying to hit me. There he goes. He gets some of the nice cheeky damage there. And he doesn't know where I'm at, so I'm going to exit the smoke. And because he's got that on and off smoke that has a cooldown period, let's see if we can outspot him right here. There we go. All right, let's see if we can go mano a mano here. All right, how is it going here? How is this engagement? He's got 11,000 health. I got 12,000. I've got a heal. He should have a heal as well. Did he pop it? Somehow he must have burst fire. He's not firing right now, unless he's firing torpedoes. Yeah, he must have used his burst fire, and there's the problem right there. If you use your burst fire too early, you get caught with your pants down, and boom, you go down right there. So, again, I've seen a lot of Laffeys die just with that little engagement right there, and I'm not really understanding, is it really going to be that survival, or people are just playing it wrong? So we'll take a look at it later once we get it, Laffey, and I'll do a review on it. But that was that quick engagement with the Laffey. All right, let's take a look at this. Everyone's favorite map, Ocean. Yes, Ocean. And with the Grozovoi open water gunboating, holy crap. Let's take a look at how this thing really is going to play out. We got carriers, we got subs, we got Barbianos, so they're going to be ridiculous. But this one, you can see we've got the gun build reload here, where we're going to go long range and full AA build, full gun build. Everything is going to be awesome. We're going to get AA expert in this thing. Look how many planes we shoot down of the Essex, and all because we needed to survive this one. And this one was actually a funny battle. I thought I could do some damage. I thought we could pull it off the win, and we'll take a look at how we and analyze how we survive here. Again, survivability is the key. Now, the problem is I can't, in order to do this build, you have to sacrifice survivability. Notice my HP pool is not up to 25,000. It's up to 21,095 with the flag. So, got to be very careful with this one. This requires a little bit of maneuverability and dodging and weaving and just when to time your heals correctly here. So, it's a little challenging in that point. But look, we can hit this Khabarovsk at range. Again, we're kind of like the Khabarovsk, our counterpart. Just better concealment and better reloads, honestly. Just look at this reload we're getting right here. 2.5 seconds. And Khabarovsk is like, nope, I'm not going to play with this. And we're going to egress the area. So we can scare off an entire flank of ships. Pretty amazing. Again, the arcs are incredible, kind of like Khabarovsk's arcs, where it doesn't seem very uncomfortable at these ranges to hit anything. And we go quiet for a second. Everybody's firing at us now. Let's see if we can burn down the GK. I love burning down battleships here. Flame just did a video that said GK is trash right now, and honestly, I can see why. I mean, you're pretty much outgunned and outspammed and with all the gimmicks and everything now. The secondaries really are just not there as much as Schlieffen should be. If they made the secondaries like Schlieffen in the sense of reload, that rapid-fire reload, maybe. But, man, it's just a huge honking target. You can see it's very easy to hit at these ranges. I mean, look at the range of this thing is redonkulous. To be able to do things like this and just cause this much chaos, it's pretty much the Smolensk of the destroyer world. Lucky hit by the GK right there. But it's okay. We've got health. We can always come back to life. And we're going to just turn back around, live to fight another day. And like, ooh, watch out. We don't want to hit that Mecklenburg there. All right, turning back around. Let's go. But it's Charlie. There is a submarine there, so we got to be cautious. Again, you don't pick fights with submarines unless you know you're going to win. Ooh, submarines almost got us right there. All right, we'll just turn back at Charlie and just see if we can wreak some havoc here. Let's see. Look at I'm telling you, we can reach out and touch the GK right now if we wanted to. That's the cool thing about the range. You can do whatever you want. And I think the recommended build says to pick range for the Grosovoy because the guns are so accurate and they're so deadly. So we can start tons and tons of fires like this. It's nice and easy. Look at that. Very soothing, very calm. GK and Bungo running away. Yep, battleship running away from a little Grozovoi. I'm the only guy up here. I'm literally the only guy up in the northeast corner here. And we're holding off an entire flank of ships that don't want to push in. Even though my ships are kiting away, I'm the only one not kiting away. Look at that. Firing from 12 guns of turrets. I think he misses completely there. Yep, completely misses. Look at that. That is the power of the throttle juke. I mean, Grosovoy has it all. It's almost, like I said, comparable to the Khabarovsk style gameplay. And Khabarovsk is our older brother, so we're pretty much in the Soviet line here. And this is what the Soviet destroyers do. They literally just wreak havoc. And this is like Smolensk style gameplay here. Holy mackerel, look at that. He fires another salvo. Let's see if he connects with this one. All right, we throw it in reverse. And let's see where those shells go. And, oh, he gets one lucky shell, but that's all right. We'll take one scratch the paint shell. We'll heal back out damage. And notice as we start losing health, obviously we get their adrenaline rush kicking in. So we're getting down to 2.4 second reloads. So if nobody does anything about the Grozovoi literally on the flank here, I mean with me, then we pretty much can run amok of the entire flank. And it's very, very powerful and annoying because what are you going to do? You're just going to let your battleships just burn to death? I mean, you literally need another destroyer to counter the Grozovoi. Otherwise, the battleships literally are helpless. They literally cannot do anything. And I've said that's why battleship gameplay is almost kind of obsolete now because of this kind of... There's just too much gimmicks out there. Like, you got submarines, you got aircraft, you've got spamming cruisers, you've got destroyers that do significant amounts of damage. I'm displaying right here. All right, here we go. Let's play with the aircraft carrier now. Let's see what kind of damage we can do. All right, there it is. Flak burst. With this full gun build, you get tons of flak bursts now. We're taking the Essex, taking them into town. Look at that, 3,000, 2,000 damage. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's all right. We'll let him. We'll drive him in further. I just keep my AA on long range and get as much flak burst as I can out to range, so I get the most amount of damage before he gets that attack going. And right there, we got a hit, and all his planes are down. 20,000 damage on airplanes, and look at this. What's the GK supposed to do? Front turrets only, and we get a torpedoes or right at him. I hope we get a lucky one. Do we get a lucky torpedo hit? And there's a lucky torpedo hit right there. 102,000 damage. Airplanes coming at us again. Let's see. We were just literally constantly shooting airplanes down. We literally had spotter planes all around us, and there it is. We finally take out the GK, and he gets a fire on us. That's okay. We'll damage count 119,000 damage, and let's see if we can get back in the fight. Let's see. We are literally losing this game. I mean, you think this is pretty much over, right? But people start dying, and I was like, oh, there might be a chance. Aircraft carrier comes in again. I just turn in, and let's see if we can miss it right there. Yes, there it is. Those flak bursts really throw off the aiming sometimes of the player, so we'll see if we can survive this. We'll take Charlie, we'll take Bravo, we'll even take Alpha. We'll literally take all the caps while getting shot out by airplanes. Watch how we go from 30,000, from almost nothing of shooting airplanes down, to watch how we're now shooting on all the airplanes. So I'll actually take this out of camera mode here, or aim mode, and we'll just look at the airplanes. We're shooting that guy down. These spotter planes are crazy. I don't know if that's a spotter plane. That's a fighter attack plane. Okay, here comes another bomber run. We get the AA bubble on him. Here comes the bombs. We do a little weaving and juking, and he gets a little bit of chip damage. And now we're shooting more spotter planes down. Look at my HP up there. I'm sorry. Look at the damage we're doing on airplanes. Just constantly going up right here. Shooting that guy. Shooting that guy. All spotter planes. They can't do anything to us. They can't even spot us right now, but at least we're getting damaged. Holy crap. Look at that. 44,000 damage on airplanes now. Killing those guys right there. These guys survive. They're like armored tanks, so they just don't go down. Okay, here comes another attack run. All right, let's take a look at this guy. All right, how are we going to do this? All right, attack run on the Essex again. Oh, man, my DFA is on cooldown. We're still trying to cap this thing. Okay, how do you go against torpedoes? Basically go slimline profile, because if you're basically perpendicular to the torpedoes, obviously they're easier to hit you. But if you go smooth, say like slim profile there, you can take out one of his torpedoes before he hits us. And my turning ability. Oh, man, that turning ability just didn't make it. All right. Where are the torpedo planes at this time? All right, they're on our bow here off the port side. Let's see if our plane, come on, can shoot this guy down. We're up to 65,000 damage on airplanes. He only gets 2 torpedoes down. All right, well, we can dodge these pretty well. All right, DFA is back in action here. Literally, it's just me shooting airplanes down the whole time. Okay, we're up to 70,000. Oh my gosh, we're shooting down all his little spotter, or whatever they are, fighter plane things. We capped this spot right here. We're still shooting down airplanes. 71,000. Holy crap. All right, here come the fighter planes now. All right, DFA's back. Let's pop that DFA. Watch what the DFA can do. My AAs are down to 67% health here, so I'm only doing so much. All right, we slam on the brakes. Hard turn right into him, and rockets just do damage to that. That's okay. We'll take that one. We capped the point at least. We're up to 78,000 damage right here. Still shooting down those damn fighter planes. Oh my gosh. Those things are armored, man. They're like tanks. All right. Still firing, up to 80,000 damage now. Our AA guns are working overtime. And now here come the bombers. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you see why the AA is pretty wild here? I'll show another video where I just get slammed by 2 airplanes. So Grozovoi is not invulnerable. Obviously, you can get just molested just by, there's AA expert. We can get molested by multi-aircraft here. Here come the bombs, and we were just praying for rain on that one. We were just hoping RNG would keep us alive. Our AA guns are down to 50% now. Holy crap, we're still ticking up 90. He keeps dropping fighters right over us. We're up to 91,000 damage here, and we're capping. Holy crap. 92,000. We're just taking this money to the bank. Interest rate goes up. All right, here comes another torpedo mirage. Okay, let's get the DFA going here. We got it on. DFA's on, so we get those flak bursts hopefully before he even gets in our bubble. There it is. Come on, baby. Just shoot down at least 1 or 2 planes. And you just go slim profile again so we can dodge the torpedoes. We're up to 100,000 damage right now on airplanes. Oh my god. Okay, can we thread the needle right there? All right, come on, baby. Oh my gosh, look at that, scratching the paint literally. And here he comes again. Let's see if we can shoot this guy down before he gets a drop off. All right, we capped the punt. Why can we not kill this one little plane? Holy crap, you would think one little plane would die. There's something wrong with that. There's a gimmick or something going on where one plane cannot die. Oh, man, we almost died to that torpedo, too. That would have been hilarious. Okay, let's see if we can run to Alpha. We might win this. You know what I'm saying? We could probably... If we can kill the carrier and cap with Shimakaze over here, that'd be epic. All right, let's see if we can get this guy. All right, long range shooting here. No, we lose because he died. If the Shimakaze had just survived that one hit, we would win. Look at that, 110,000 damage. I did more to airplanes than I did a battleship. That's ridiculous. Like, let's take a look at... I mean, look at this. AA Expert, 43 planes down, 128,000 damage, plus, number one in the team, of course, but look at this, 128,000 damage, plus how much damage we do to the airplane. So if I added 128 to this, I would have gotten literally 238,000. I mean, we would literally have been that much damage. Unfortunately, airplane damage does not count for something for some reason. But, dude, we were literally a flotilla of AA batteries, and we did 1.1 million potential, but my gosh, were we doing our work right there. That's the AA. Let's take a look at how airstrikes actually, why airstrikes are so broken in World of Warships if you bundle them up. Okay, so I wanted to highlight this little section right here, basically. So you have a really funny thing where you have a hybrid battleship, which has airplanes, Louisiana, coupled up with an Audacious, and I don't know what they were doing. I think they were working together somehow. But man, oh man, watch this coordinated airstrike on me, where obviously I don't have enough health, but, I mean, come on. 2 airplanes coming right at you. And let's take a look at how they come and attack us right here. All right, here they come. We got DFA on. What more can I do here? All I can do is dodge. Just dodge, right? AA is going crazy berserk here. We'll have 54,000 damage to airplanes and bombs, and ouch.
This is fine. I'm okay with the events that are unfolding currently.
Yes. That is the state of World of Warships right now. Pretty fun, huh? Fun and engaging, huh? I just thought it was funny. Coordinated airstrikes. You can only do so much. All right, final battle in this game. Again, very, very good damage output of this thing. Almost borderline Krakens in this thing, and you can get a lot of them. I'm just so close to getting Krakens in the Grozovoi. I've gotten one, but they just did the update, and I lost the recording of it. But you can do so much damage in this thing, I'm telling you. It's got great concealment. If you want to build for it, you can. You want to go full loud gunboat, mini kind of Smolensk kind of playstyle, you can. This one just shows off the ability to be able to do that right now. So right now we've got support with the Prosen and against the Schlieffen. So let's see how we take on the dreaded Schlieffen. Schlieffen is very, very good for secondaries, honestly. I think that if you want to play a German battleship, play the Schlieffen, because the secondaries actually function as I would think they were intended. The problem with it you saw in the last video, the GK, is they're just not as good as the Schlieffen. The Schlieffen is like, back in the day, was the king of secondaries. Now it's Libertad. I still think it's still viable and effective, though. Unfortunately, with the Grosovoy here, you're going to see this thing just works it. Just puts it to town and just takes it to pound town. I'm telling you, the Grosovoy literally with the gun build here, fearless brawler, 2.6 second reload. I mean, what can you do? It's just so freaking powerful. It's got heals, throttle juke ability. Even the secondaries are focused on us. We can dodge and just watch how the AA guns are aiming at you, and you can throttle juke yourself out of it. Where you see they're AI controlled, so you kind of can predict where the guns are going to be firing at, and you get the little lucky hits here and there, and that's why the heals come in so clutch, because that way you can heal back the damage or the mistakes that you made. So I heal back right there, and then I'll pop the smoke, and I'll go and detect it, and now we'll just go to pound town. I mean, what more can you do against a smoked up Grozovoy here with 2.6 second reload, even inside the smoke, with no fearless brawler? All right, look at that. Again, now we're just going to basically work the Schlieffen over right here on the sides. Again, even though he's armored on the front section of his ship, we can just hit those secondary areas right there, and it'll pin the superstructure, and we'll get those nice little cheeky damage right there. 297 every second, but then all of a sudden we get the fires going, and it is wild and crazy what this thing can do, and just melts battleships down. Even though we lost our battleship, my Preußen, but you know what? It's okay, and there's nothing he can do now. We're just going to burn the crap out of the Schlieffen here. 48,000 damage right here, and we'll take this kill. And this is pretty much how you win and get Krakens. You pretty much are just picking and choosing battles and survive. And there's our first kill right there. On towards torpedoes. All right, here comes Yo Yang right here. And Yo Yang kind of made a mistake here. He has concealment, or if he's a radar Yo Yang or whatever, I don't know why he started electing to leave the smoke or whatever he's doing here. That's not how I would play Yo Yang. I mean, it's hard to hit this thing with its great somehow dispersion gimmicks that they have on it, but you cannot go one-on-one with no heal Yo Yang here against a Grozovoi firing at you from the side. And look at how easy it is to aim this thing. I mean, I'm literally just walking the shells on, starting fires, taking names. Look at that. Let's see if we can get the kill. Come on, steal kill, baby. Come on, almost us. And there it is. We take the kill. All right, here we go. Let's take on a cruiser now. All right, Buffalo. Look, we've already taken off their entire flank over here at Charlie. It's just me and my fellow Buffalo here. But now, look, what are you supposed to do in this situation where Buffalo is at 12-kilometer range? His guns are pretty wonky at these ranges. And now we're just going to just lay into him and just start tons and tons of fires. Again, he's avoiding us. Thank goodness he's not shooting at us. And now we're just going to walk the shells on and just burn them down everywhere we pin. It's pretty nice on the superstructure area. Oh, my goodness. Look at this. Come on, do we get the kill? Do we get the kill? Come on, give it to me. Oh, he takes it away from us. Knock him off. That should have been our kill. I'm telling you, I could have gotten a lot of Krakens just by just surviving this. All right, who's this? Right, Yugamo. Okay, he wants to play. All right, 12.9 kilometers. Not the greatest range. We'll speed this up. It's not really that interesting. He gets radared by the Buffalo. Now we're going to go in and look at this. Ooh, look at this long-range shot right here. Front 2 turrets only. And we're going to try to go back and take Charlie so that we can get the points taken up for our team right here and also deter the threat. The enemy looks like they're overwhelming us right now. They have all the caps, but again, don't give up. You know, just because you have all the caps doesn't mean you can hold them. So that means we got to go in and throw this game off and see if we can win it for our team here. Our airplanes are coming in again from the north. I'm looking to keep an eye on the mini-map there. They're coming in on the right here, so let's get... Oh, DFA is down. We'll throw our AA up. We'll turn slim profile towards the torpedo bombers. That way we can become a harder target for him to shoot at. He drops a little early there. Kind of watching where the torpedoes going. There they are. Easy to dodge. Not a big deal. AA is still firing at the airplanes right there. He's dropping another salvo. Or another drop. And they go all over the place. Easy to dodge. And we distract him with our AA guns. AA guns have been damaged down to 92% there, as you can see on the left. All right, we capped this point. Then let's burn down North Carolina. I mean, not really a fair fight right here. North Carolina, tier 8. Yeah, I mean, when you got a Grozovoy shooting at you at 13-kilometer range, you might as well just disengage. There is literally no point in fighting against a Grozovoy. Come on. All right, he takes a shot from downtown here, just hoping and spraying and praying. Completely off target right there. Again, power of the throttle juke engine boost. The engine boost lasts a long time. Look at this. Look how long the engine boost lasts when you build for 156 seconds. That's 2 minutes plus right there, ladies and gents. All right, we're still... Ooh, Yugamo wants to play again. Let's see. All right, bad idea on his part. A torpedo destroyer trying to take on a gunboat. Look at how much firepower we're going to lay into him. Yep, he just stopped firing right there, and we damage a module. Hopefully we can start a fire. Ooh, North Carolina wants to fire at us again. Scratch the paint. It's okay. We'll take it on. All right, North Carolina going full speed now. As you can see by his green reticle, that means his throttle is full throttle right there, and he's turning into us, so we kind of have an idea of how to lead and know where he's going. He gets hit by airstrikes. Again, battleship gameplay, it's really hard with an aircraft carrier. And look at that. All of a sudden, we have all the caps. Now they have to drive into us, and they're trying to drive into a Grozovoy who's firing like crazy. He completely missed right there. Like I said, not fair. Battleship dispersion pretty bad. Look at DFA is going up right now. We shoot down a bunch of planes right there. 18,000 damage. And pretty much he has a bupkis drop. Look at those torpedoes going in there. Hopefully we get a lucky torpedo hit. I mean, the AA is great. I'm telling you, in the last video we saw, the AA, I mean, it is pretty amazing on what it can do, especially with a full gun build. You can get a lot of, maximize the AA builds on all that. Do we get this trial? Oh, man, we almost got a torpedo hit, but that's okay. We'll kill him with guns. Look at that. Splash 3, 97,000 damage. And, oh, man, he missed us completely. Let's see if we can get that final kill right here. Who's left? All right. Yugamo, where are you at? All right, Yugamo's over here. We get some nice cheeky damage right there. Hopefully he keeps him spotted. We can take this kill to get a 4th kill. All right, where are you? Where are you, Yugamo? Come on, we get a little spotting, plane spotting action right here. All right, airplane. He gets plane spotting. He's coming at us. Let's see here. How are we going to kill this Yugamo? All right, we're spotted. AA goes on. Where is he at? Where is he at? Fire at me, Yugamo. Come on. There's the drop. Perpendicular. Oh, all over the place. So, good thing we're glad that the carrier player doesn't know how to drop, really. But it's okay. We'll see if we can take out the carrier himself. Let's see. We'll drop it. There he is. He's spotted. Oh, my gosh. Oh, lucky hit. Come on. One hit right here. All we need is one hit. You get 4 kills and we get that carrier kill, we can get a Kraken. Okay, this should be easy right here. Leading the guns. There's a hit. There's another one. One more. Yeah, there it is. Splash 4. I'm telling you, you can get Krakens easy in Grozovoy here. Come on. All right, here we go. We just got to kill the carrier. This is our Kraken, right, ladies and gents? All right, let's do it. All we got to do is kill him, all right? Ooh, torpedoes are looking nice right here. This should be it right here. The guns are amazing. The 130 millimeter guns really are able to start a lot of fires and just pin his certain sections of his deck right there. Just right below and on the sides. There's a torpedo hit. There's another torpedo hit. Come on, do we get it? Come on, baby. Come on, Kraken, baby. Oh, the Jaeger took it. Oh, come on. That last shell would have killed. That would have been my Kraken. Oh, well. Hey, you know what? We worked together. I'll put up the Kraken. That should have been a Kraken for me. Boom. There it is. Kraken unleashed. Whatever. we'll call it a fake Kraken. Anyways, that should have been an us right there. We'll share the wealth. Give me at least a 4.5 kill Kraken kill. But man, oh man, Grozovoy, check it out. So powerful. Definitely, I don't understand why people aren't playing this more. It's a mini Smolensk World Warships now. It is a crazy, crazy destroyer, and you definitely got to try it out with the new buff right there. 136,000 damage, 7 fires. Holy crap. Look at that amazing power play. And number 1 in the team, helping the team come back for that win. And we did 1.2 million. Again, classified annoying if you're above 1 million potential damage. And look at all that firepower we dished out. As always, hope you guys are doing well. If you see me out there, make sure you say hello. And I hope you're doing well. Build be at the end of the video. And as always, take care. We'll talk to you soon. Cheers.